All right, I started recording, so chat, say hello to YouTube. Hi, YouTube. All right, so I think the stream is going to be about an hour, so I'm not going to be able to pause or anything. I am just going to look at the cards as they show them, talk about them fast before they move on to the new card. Oh my god, so much love. Hi, YouTube. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Was that Rost? That was Rost. That was the Rost laugh.
Everybody, and welcome to the Darkened Saga Awakening
expansion
reveal stream. I'm Casanova, joined by the Blevins this time. It is going to be so
Based casters too.
Fun hanging out with you today and hanging out with the rest of the chat. Well, we get to talk about some of the new and exciting things coming up. Blev,
here we
how
go.
you feeling today?
I'm feeling great. We're here. We are ready to talk about some new stuff, Casa, and I could not be more excited.
Yeah, I mean, speaking of the new stuff, today we're going to showcase a new card type, a new
card type.
We're going to even have some conversations with from some developers about some insights going deep.
I love that, by the way. The conversations they had with the devs last time on the Jin stream was awesome.
Obviously, with new
like that little bit of insight from what went into making the cards is really cool.
Types, Casa, we don't always get to see.
Yeah,
so
new card type.
I'm particularly excited to see these new card types and how they're going to interact with obviously more of the new cards as well as what we have already in Legends of Runeterra.
Well, and they're always big on shaking things up.
Oh,
right?
wait, during the Jin stream, we got like
so it's always
a ton of older support for older archetypes.
Of course, this is the Darkened Saga.
I don't think we're gonna get that now. I have a feeling with 5 champions.
We talk
weird
about
if they
today.
didn't.
Right? Yeah, I mean the Darkened Saga, but then we're out here with like no Darkens at all. No, of course. The Darkens are going to be the
Darkened Saga
today.
So that's confirmed.
And that's really exciting when we start to think about new card types.
Darkened Saga implies that there are going to be more Darkened expansions.
People are super exciting. It's awesome. And really, all that's left, Blev, is for us to kind of hand things off.
There's 3 Darkens in League of Legends.
John Mormon.
Does that mean we get one Darken every
to
expansion?
Kind of reveal
I love
that
if that's true.
type for us.
I would love that. Oh,
Hello,
new card type?
I'm Tyler Morgan, one of the lead designers for the
Here we go.
expansion, The Darkened Saga Awakening.
I'm John Mormon, another design lead of Awakening.
We're here today to reveal a new card type that's going to be coming in the next expansion, Equipment.
And to, equip you with some insights.
Equipment?
Equipment cards will show up in every region, and they work a lot like attach units,
Oh,
where they grant
no.
stats and keywords to whatever they're equipped to. Take, for
Attach?
example,
Did they say
Arya
attach?
will be playing the part of a jagged cutlass. Well, Arya is equipped to me.
3
I
mana
get
2/1.
stats from her, specifically +2/+1.
Equip the
And
cat!
once she becomes unequipped, the stats fall off.
However, there's a few key differences.
What a good kitty.
Equipment cards cannot be played as standalone units. Second, they can be played with spell mana once per turn.
Okay.
With a pass priority like a unit or a landmark.
Now that we have the basics of equipment down,
So
let's
spell
check out some
mana,
gameplay.
unit speed.
Here we have Draconic Bands, which grants additional
My
stats
bear
to
is a
equipment,
dragon.
along
4
with
mana
Fury
+3/+3.
and the dragon subtype.
Oh,
It's
that's
a pretty straightforward
that's
card,
pretty interesting,
but
actually.
let's dig deeper and see how equipment combos.
That's
work
really
out.
cool. I
First,
am a
we're going to
dragon.
Equip our Saga Seeker with
Turn the volume
Draconic
up? Alright.
Bands. Now we can attack, but wait, what's this? With Draconic Bands giving Saga Seeker the dragon subtype, we can
That's
now combo
actually
our
super
Dragon's
cool.
Clutch on top for some extra
Yo,
bonuses,
that's
making
awesome.
quite the stacked Saga Seeker.
Equipment can be switched between units in a variety of ways. Hey, sharing is caring, right?
very cool.
First, anytime an equipped unit is
Whoa, what
removed
is
from the
this?
heat of battle,
Is that a scout?
equipment cards will unequip and return to your
Scout
hand,
tough?
giving you a chance to replay them onto another unit or onto the same unit again. However, if you play an equipment
Remove
and
chat?
unequip it in the same round, you won't be able to play it again until the next round.
As our landmark, Buried
Alright.
Armory, counts down and creates a +4/+4 Treasure of the Sands.
Bye-bye, chat.
We've got a choice to make, but luckily, it's an easy one. Let's equip Renekton. with
Treasure of the Sands. Was that
to help him do
+4/+4?
Even more damage. With a little combo magic
Yeah, okay.
here,
If
we
there
can
is
even level up
equipment,
Renekton in
there
one
is a
strike.
pretty
See
good
you in a
chance
Flock of Wild, Masses.
that we see
Keep in
Orn.
mind that no unit can double up on equipment and an attach unit. Riven here has a
Yeah,
big trap
okay,
dragon
so-
attach, but when we equip her with Darkened Ballista, poof, the dragon flies away.
what the hell was
along
that?
with our double attack. Speaking of Darkened Ballista, let's
Wait.
dive a bit deeper into that. Darkened Ballista is one of many Darkened equipment that will be coming in the upcoming
When I'm
expansion.
equipped, do 1 to your Nexus.
Darkened equipment cards are
Whoa,
interesting and
okay.
they'll present you a choice when played.
Round
If you know
and
the Darkened
the
lore,
strongest
you'll know
enemy
that
and I
power
strike each other?
demands a hefty price.
Hey,
These weapons have to
yo!
be played as equipment at a lower cost, or as units with powerful effects.
Darken
Okay,
weapons are just
that's
one of the
really
Darken
cool.
related things coming to the game this year. The team is super excited to start
Whoa.
exploring
Was
the
that a
Darken and their
Darken?
lore through Awakening. You may have noticed that this release is called
Whoa.
the Darken Saga Awakening. And just like a Darken weapon, Awakening is just the beginning, and we'll be exploring much more of that saga throughout the year.
Oh my
I guess
god,
you could
that's
say
so
things are
cool.
about to get dark and edgy.
That'll
That
be
doesn't
it
even
for
mean
us,
they're gonna
so
be
make
back
sure
to back.
Tune in to spoiler season as we reveal more equipment interactions, and a host of new champions
That's
and other
so
cards.
cool. I
Speaking of hosts,
love that.
Back to you, Cass
Awesome.
and Levins.
Thank you, John and Tyler.
I'm
for
gonna
that awesome
put the
kind of
chat back
walkthrough
for
of
now.
the
If it's
new
in the way, let me
equipment
know. Okay.
Type of card. This is
If
so
it's in the way,
cool
I'll
to
remove it
see
again.
kind of weapons being added.
Yeah, that was
to the game,
really, really
equipment.
cool.
You
Damaging
know,
your own
we even got
nexus?
to see a sneak peek on the Darken Ballista, which is crazy. I mean, Blev, I know you're
That's
very
the buff
excited about
aggro
equipment.
needs. Aggro,
Yeah, equipment is
buff
super
in a way
cool, and
where
it's
the enemy just hits their own
It's always
nexus.
something that feels like it should be in these types of games, right? But a
They
lot
are
of games
wearing
don't
red
always
and
start with it. It's a little bit
Oh
complicated,
my
right?
god, they're
But
wearing
you're able
it's
to
Ross
enhance,
on the left
obviously,
and
your
Kayn on the
units,
right.
with
Red
the
and blue.
bonuses
Yeah,
that the
that's so
equipment
cool.
have. And of course, the
That's
natural
hilarious.
comparison is going to be to attach units. But
That's
we
such a
saw
cool
that Darken
touch.
Ballista, and yeah, you may think it's like attach, but it's kind of not, because the attach unit is always the same. You're always getting that same papercraft dragon or that same another attach unit, but the Darken Ballista is it's much more like Twin Sisters or the Tellstones to me. Casa, where
okay.
it's very modal, and the modes are all very
That's really
different.
cool.
You either get that early
Also,
game
just the
power
fact that equipment goes
the
with spell
Darken
mana
weapon, or later
actually
game when
changes
that weapon
everything.
Has come back when that
I'm
equipment has
pretty
come
happy with
back
that.
to your
Just the
hand,
fact
you
that
get
it's
to
spell
play out
mana
a
makes them
big
entirely
shit
different.
in the game with it.
Yeah, you either get that Darken Ballista, the early game power, or you get the 8-drop Naganeka of Zaretta. This is a new Darken, right? Like, I'm so giddy about the lore because I love the Darkens in League of Legends. I think they're so cool.
Right,
And then we're
Chad,
getting,
tell
Legends
me,
of Runterra, which
what's your
is one of
favorite
my always
Darken?
favorite things is that they
Mine is
add
Kayn.
all this new lore in.
Mine is
And
Ross.
we get a new Darken. I've even been told, hey, we might be seeing more Darken equipment and followers in this set as well, which is
Yeah,
so
okay. Everybody
awesome
Aatrox.
to
All right,
even
cool.
think about. I mean,
Aatrox
what
voice
deck do you
actor
think
is
about when you think of
based.
that Darken Ballista straight away? 'Cause
I
it
want that
strikes the
voice in
strongest
Runterra.
enemy every single turn.
Yeah, I mean that for sure. It definitely does that. I mean, we could see maybe some Yetis come in. I mean, I always love the Yeti sub theme. I mean, maybe it's
Sure,
a meme,
I'm down
but,
for Yetis.
I mean, being able to have
As long as
that
it's better
sort of
than the
mode
last
and
one.
The equipment in general, of course, works with Faded.
That's
Maybe
true.
we see Pantheon pick up some Darken weapons and really go to town. With almost extra keywords.
This is why Faded had to be nerfed.
That is super cool.
Because
I
of the
mean,
Darkens.
this is spoiler season start, right? This is the reveal.
yeah.
We're gonna be revealing things throughout the day, and I feel like we've got Darkens, we've got a champion that I said we were gonna reveal, and I'm looking
That's
at
right.
you and
Kayn?
I. We look pretty spiffy in this red and blue here. I wonder
They brought it up.
if there might be a champion somewhere out there that these colors potentially
Yeah.
into. I don't know. Let's go take a look. Let's see.
Is it happening? Is that it? Yeah.
The killer remains.
Oh my god, he looks so freaking cool. Origin of Shadow Reap. Okay, I don't have time to read this. Attack granted Darking Sight +1/+0.
Cowards hide, but never escape.
Okay. So he has Challenger. That's pretty surprising.
Yes.
Oh, once you've equipped... Okay, I can't... I'm not fast enough.
Redemption. Merely power.
It all looks really cool. Did he just...
The rage. Let it loose.
Oh my god. Transfer me and all copies of me into Ross or the Shadow Assassin. And he uses 0 man at 3/6? Okay. Oh, you get to choose what he transforms into.
Finally free of that mortal constraint.
Oh my god, I love hearing Ross' voice, man.
The order.
Oh, this is so cool.
Let me
Oh.
hear your scream.
He healed himself. Yeah, that's Ross. Ross does do that. Ross does heal you. A lot, most of the time. Yo, look at that board too. Wait, I just realized. Once you've equipped an like this game, Grammy's Scout. Oh, okay. Interesting. Yeah, it looks pretty cool. There's a lot of stuff happening. And I don't know what to think of it because I can't read it. Hey, that's that buff card. Oh my god. Yo, that looks so cool. I love the way that Darkin looks.
Beg for mercy.
So when you play Ross, you automatically equip something on him?
Foundation of death.
Oh my god. Auto equip. Okay, so there's equip and there's auto equip. I see. Okay.
Blev, I'm just giddy. I mean, if people have been watching you and I for so long, they would know that every time someone has asked me what champion from League I want in Legends of Runeterra, I always say Kayn.
I always say
Kayn
Fiddlesticks.
because I was so excited about how they would
we didn't
do
get to
that
see
kind
Blue
of
Kayn.
double level up situation with, you know, Shadow Assassin and Rost. And just in the surface level, we see Rost like doing some healing.
Shadow's
some
elusive
roam
so
stuff,
bad.
and we see
Elusive abuser,
Shadow
really?
Assassin, I think I saw an elusive keyword, which is, I feel like the flavor is already so exciting, Blev.
Okay, so Blue Kayn is elusive and Red
so
Kayn is
exciting to
overwhelmed.
see both
Okay,
of
makes
those
sense.
level 2 champions. Obviously, like you said,
Pretty good chance
Rost
we'll
and
only
the
get to see
Shadow
one
Assassin.
champion today,
I gotta
by
say,
the way.
Casa,
So
I'm excited
that'll be
about
it.
that board. Did you see that Rost board? That
was a good
sick.
board.
I'm gonna be, might be slinging some coins at that.
Where's our rating on that, Blev? I know everyone's looking for the Blev board.
I can't give a rating until I know whether I can click it or not. But just from visual alone, that is at least
Blue Kayn is elusive challenger. You sorry, buff confirmed.
If it's clickable, it gets the 10.
You sorry, it does look a
Okay,
little
there we
better
go.
now, Dan. Yeah.
All right, of course. Well, we will see if that ends up being clickable. But Blev and I are going to have some more takes on some of the new things. But we wanted to give a chance to have the developers talk to you all about designing Kayn and fitting Kayn into this game.
I love designing
the
sites.
Darkened Saga Awakening. So gonna pass it back to John Mormon and Tyler Morgan to talk a little bit about designing Kayn.
Hey, John, what happened to your beard?
What beard?
Never mind.
Okay, Tyler, what's the most exciting thing
What
about
did
Kayn's
happen to his
The
beard?
most exciting thing about Kayn's release to me is
This is live recorded,
sort of
right? How
what
did he do
represents
that?
for the game in
Shaved his?
kicking off the whole Darkened Saga. He also has one of the most interesting
Kicking off the
equipment in
Darkened
set.
Saga.
The Darkened Scythe growing over time is just a very
it has the
resonant
tag. At the bottom it
fantasy
says
and being
Darkened.
able to maintain it between multiple
Okay.
units.
So
and it's a really
it
cool
is a
play
sub-type.
pattern, especially when it evolves on his level 2 and becomes, either the Corrupted Scythe or the Assassin Scythe.
Yeah, I love the fact that we managed to get two different versions of the Scythe into the game. It feels very true to his story. I think the most exciting thing to me about Kayn's release is
I mean,
the
Kayn
start
had to
of
do
the
that, right?
entire
If they ever brought
Saga.
Kayn to Runterra,
I think there's a
it
lot
had
of
to be
really
you can
interesting
transform it to
lore
blue
we
or
can
red.
explore here, and a lot of
No
really
other way. It's not
very
Kayn otherwise.
cool characters from League's universe.
Oh,
even
so
beyond
these
the
are
Darken you
cultists.
know already. and
They had the
the
sub-type
mysteries of love,
cultist.
But there's a lot more Darken to find.
So
out
is there going to be
about
like
a
some
lot of cool,
dynamic between
angry
cultist
monsters that
and
are going to be
Darken?
showing up.
How did the team translate Kayn's League gameplay experience into lore?
So when you think of Kayn, the first thing that comes to mind is definitely the choice between the Shadow Assassin and Rost.
Yeah, it's literally
I think
Jace.
if we
It is.
managed to make a Kayn that didn't have this extremely meaningful choice as part of it, would have been a complete failure. So we started from there and then kind of built out from there.
Cult of the Lamb.
Once we
That's what
got
the
to a point
cultists are
where
from,
we
yeah.
had a Shadow Assassin and Rost that both felt very interesting. It was most of our challenge was figuring out how to make Kayn's growth between those two modes interesting. We tried
Yeah.
a lot of different versions of it that had you kind of either trying different level up requirements or doing very complicated things, but it made it so that you didn't get to that choice until really late in the game.
So
it just wasn't as satisfying.
Kayn does
So we
look
ended up
really
going with
complicated
his
when you
current
look at him,
level
but he's
up
actually one of the
requirement,
simplest
which is
champions
relatively
in
short,
League
but lets you get
Legends.
that meaty choice right off the bat.
Day one, we knew that he had to be have two different level 2s. Like it wouldn't be Kayn without
True.
the Shadow Assassin and Rost.
True.
So we knew from day one that we had to adapt that somehow. We tried a lot of different
So
ways. to
he
get there.
levels and
At
he
several
starts
points,
growing
he
in
had a quest
stats
that
afterwards.
Sort of branched
And
halfway through.
growing
or
stats as an elusive or overwhelm is pretty good.
transform him into a different version based on what Kayn himself did. But those were pretty awkward because they took a while to get going, and also your opponent could control which level 2 you got, which didn't feel incredibly Kayn.
Yeah, so he recalls when he levels up so you can
different level
choose.
2s
Yeah, no,
really
you're right. Just
felt
like in League, he has to go to
run
base.
The next step was level 2s that felt like they accomplished meaningfully different goals.
Yeah, that's pretty
So
funny, actually.
a Shadow Assassin that ended the game more directly, and
Yeah,
Rost
the first
that
champ released
sort of
without
helped you
quick
stay
attack
alive
as
and
well.
stabilize and
Impressive.
bully the board. Felt like two nice shifts in direction.
Oh, yeah, he gets
so
+1,
you kind of
+1,
reach
okay.
a point in your game plan where you have to make a choice, and that choice has a pretty big impact.
Ross
on how
heals
rest of the game
himself,
plays out.
and
What was the
then your
biggest challenge
Nexus.
the team
Okay.
faced while working on Kayn?
Definitely his branching level ups. Champions were not meant to have 2 level 2s. That's
very true.
Not what the system was built for. So that caused a bunch of technical problems and also a bunch of design problems, like I talked about earlier. It's figuring out exactly how he should branch between his level 2s was ultimately pretty tough, but it rapidly became clear that we wanted him to level up pretty early on in the game, so that you would get to make that choice.
I mean, wait, didn't he have a Garen level up?
Kayn. So figuring out the right way to do that.
It's a Garen level up.
Power level was a big struggle.
Yeah, how many different versions?
How often do you see
Kayn's,
Garen
like,
level
up choice moment did we actually go through? I can remember.
Kayn is 0 mana drop from ARAM. You're right. Wait, that's an ARAM buff.
Way back in the dev process, probably 10. Kayn went through some iterations.
And the biggest challenge was absolutely when his level up would happen. There's a lot of really interesting things in League around how Kayn levels up, his mechanic of kind of like hitting different targets, whether they're melee targets or range targets, to choose which kind of form.
Doesn't look like it has that, which makes sense.
We tried a lot of versions that were much closer to this in lore, but it meant that you weren't getting to level Kayn until the game was like fairly decided.
Yeah, that's hard to do in card games. I can see that.
You're spending most of your game with base Kayn.
I can see that.
Not really doing what Kayn does.
Have either of you play tested Kayn? Who has the higher win rate?
The volume is very low on this part, by the way.
I am terrible.
I honestly have no idea. I kept trying to jam Kayn with Kai'Sa, which is not a great decision.
No, it's not.
So
don't do that.
It's anyone's guess.
Not a Kayn main over here. I have some other champs from this release that work a lot better for me, and Kayn's not one of them. So I'm going to guess it's Tyler. Can you give us your best Kayn impression?
I cannot.
Can you give us your best Rost impression?
With a sore throat. Can you give us your best Kayn impression?
I don't know Kayn's voice line super well, so no.
Are you Team Shadow Assassin or Team Rost?
So I'm Team Rost. I think.
What?
In general,
Why did they even put that in? They both just said no.
Rost all the way.
I'm Team Rost. Elusive is cheat, and Rost does not have elusive. It also just feels
elusive.
Nice to
Rost. Team Rost. All the way. Team Rost.
Feels very comfy.
The snarky Rost.
You're kind of dedicating to ending the game as soon as possible, whereas Rost giving you just a little bit of healing and sticking around on the board and being
that is pretty cool, actually. Yeah, Rost does sound like he wants the game to go a little longer because he heals you and the Nexus. And if Kayn is just like, get attack, and he's elusive, then... Yeah, it makes sense.
All right,
cool.
Lev,
So done.
we have a lot to unpack here. We have a lot of things that I know we want to
Learn
talk about.
some lines
For
that
sure,
we're
seeing
gonna
all this gameplay, it's so cool to see the different modes. We mentioned
what I'm looking forward to is them asking the same question when Fiddlesticks get released.
Because I heard them talking about it.
Impression?
Can you give me your best Rost impression?
Oh yeah, this is a weird talent that I have that I realize not everyone can do apparently, but it's something like that.
There we go.
Just,
that was not bad, actually.
Perfect. Love to see it. There we go. We lost my focus for a second here.
Oh, okay.
Perfect. Got it back. All right. So let's talk
the camera on the left,
Kayn.
the guy got so scared he just entirely blurred the screen. I'm out of here, dude.
We're allowed to talk about is the
that was not bad. That was pretty good.
Of course, Kayn is a Runterran champion. And his origin reads that he can add any card with the cultist subtype. And there's going to be a lot more cultists coming on the way for him to add to his decks. But when you play 3 cultist cards, you tutor him. You draw a Kayn from your deck after playing 3 cultists. So you can ensure kind of in the deck building process that you're going to try and find Kayn by, that turn 5 when you want to get him down a lot of the time. And if you already have him, his champion spell, if you noticed, allows him to strike, which is going to help him level up so much quicker, which I think is just awesome. I love tutors.
Yeah, that's real. That's actually really good. That is good.
Key sort of deck building issues, or not issues, but one of the deck building
built-in both.
What can my deck do?
Kayn is his own boat.
Right? Am I building my deck
that's good. That's really good.
The champion, or is the champion just an addition, a bolster to the deck?
He was 5 mana.
Kayn gets to be sort of both, right? Like you can.
If you can play a cultist on
ensure that you're going to draw
1, 2, and 3, or whatever, any turn between 1 and 4,
but
you have Kayn for turn 5.
You're going to have a higher chance to draw Kayn over the course of the game than you would pretty much any other champion, unless you really narrowly build your deck, right? So it's really awesome to always.
Yeah,
know that
consistency
you
is
have
always good.
Kayn,
That already
and
makes Kayn
you're
very
gonna
good.
Also,
Yeah.
always have that ability to go either way. Are you going to go with the big red machine of Rost, or are you going to go the more sneaky way with the Shadow Assassin?
The big red machine.
You know that you're going to
For
have that
sure.
option at some point in the game, and that can really dictate how you build your deck.
Yeah, and I know,
So you always
we
mulligan
heard
him?
Tyler talking about Kaisa,
Depends on
right?
how
Like,
good
maybe
his
trying to
champion
get
spell is.
keywords on Kayn and like
If
always
Kayn's
trying to find
champion spell is
sneaky ways to
good,
make Kayn
then-
even better. I was
Or do
allowed to
you-
share, we have a little note.
does he
here
not
that
draw
equips
if
the
you
cards,
don't- if you behold
are
him?
along the lines
I
of
don't know
like
about that.
equipment to or to get stats, mana reduction, give keywords, a lot of those things. So maybe helping your Kayn become even more powerful, whether he's Rost or Shadow Assassin in the future. So I mean, what I was thinking about a lot, Blev, is kind of thinking about what decks
I'm
we
red.
would immediately lean to start
100%
playing. And for
red.
me, you know,
Team
I
red.
think about multiple strikes, and I feel like getting Kayn with some
This is
Demacia
Drum anyway, that's
cards
really good.
seems kind of interesting.
Yep.
The level 1, right, of like, can we, I mean, there's a bit of a meme to give, you know, field promotion, get Scout on your Kayn and immediately get that level up, get a lot of, you know, cranks and buffs. If you went Shadow Assassin, right, you get the +2 every single one of those attacks.
Did you say
which is
cranks?
Awesome. Or, you know, even just having the rallies being such a big thing to protect your Kayn. What were some
Blitzcrank?
of the things you were thinking about with Kayn immediately?
Yeah, for sure. The Demacia one was definitely there. I mean, every time that not just Kayn, but anytime an equipped unit attacks
Champion
with
spell is 4
Kayn's
mana,
weapon,
Cataclysm plus quick attack. That seems
you're
really
gonna
good.
Get the buff, so
Yeah.
Rally obviously works with that. The one I'm thinking, and only I think maybe only OGs from the beta and early Runeterra will know this. I want to go back to a world where Freljord Elusives was around, and you know what? If I
Man,
can always
get outta
draw
here.
my
Nobody
elusive
liked
finisher
that.
In the Shadow Assassin,
Freljord
maybe I can
Elusives?
build a Freljord buff package. Maybe I can instead.
I mean, he
use
has the
some
blue shirt.
Argon blessings to Kayn in hand +8/+8, and then he comes down as a gigantic elusive unit. I'm just trying to think as degenerate as
There you go.
possible, Cass. So that's what I want to use Kayn for.
Yeah.
Well, I would love to hear what the chat is looking.
If
to
that
build
was-
with Kayn
if
right
this
away.
was
I'd love
my
for them to
stream, I
tweet
would
with the
time this guy
hashtag below
out.
that you see at the bottom of the screen, Awakening LOR, with kind of what decks you want to build day one
Yeah.
on Kayn, some of the things you're really excited for. But you know, that's gonna do it for me and you, Blev, at least for the day here. Blevins, do you have any final words about this show today?
Yeah, definitely super excited for
Wanna see some
Kayn,
cards.
both forms. Of course, I am wearing the blue here for the Shadow Assassin, but I think it might be a Rost main. I'm not sure. It's going to depend on the deck, but no, super excited for
Kayn is a
and I
0
hope
mana
you all
unit,
are
prime
too.
contender for
funny
Destiny's
enough, I'm
Call.
wearing the red, and I might be more of a Shadow Assassin fan.
Here,
so we
Cassie, you can.
we
you can
need to
take my
change. We need to swap.
Oh, no, here, this way. Oh, wait, you're not there.
It's not working.
It
It's not working.
We
It's not working.
We tried, chat.
Either way,
Nice try.
we got to see a lot of the Rost gameplay. So as Blev and I head out, we'll play you off with a really cool video of Shadow Assassin Kayn, and stick around for a little teaser afterwards.
Stay tuned.
Okay.
Be still.
Ah, this is the blue one. Yo, I love this board, by the way.
Or succumb to shadow.
There you go. All right. Pick the right one. The art is really good too. Okay, looks pretty sweet. Yeah, so he gets +2/+0. Okay. Pick a follower of equipment from the top 4 card of your deck. Oh. Okay.
Death calls.
I don't understand how that card works. I keep seeing 2 options and I just don't know how it works. They had Yi in the background. Wait, did they? Yi leaked?
I return to shadow.
Okay. Damn. Yeah, we're gonna look at the cards individually after this, because right now I don't really know what to think. Healer's recruitment. Once you have equipped an, it's too fast. It's too fast. Did he just get +6 attack? Excuse me?
You too will bend. Hush.
Let the bloodshed begin.
Oh, okay.
Embrace
The assassin deck? The side grows? So when it goes back to your hand, it
calls.
stays big? Sheesh.
True potential is realized.
I love this voice actor. Oh. Yeah, it's you, sorry. Challenger elusive. Yeah, that looks really cool. Oh, look at this, man. So good. It looks so awesome. All right, where's the teaser? With sight now revealed, 4 mysteries remain. Solve a riddle and truth you shall gain. August? Is it the August 31st? It's 2 weeks? Oh my god. Riddle? You mean fiddle? Oh my god, that was so freaking cool. Alright, are we getting new cards at any point? Because if we don't have new cards right now, I will probably upload them in a different video. Now we need to actually see the cards. Yeah. Okay, cool. I'm gonna end the recording here. So chat, say goodbye to YouTube. Bye-bye, YouTube. Thanks for watching.